Oof. All right. So somebody sent me this video today, and as you guys know, I enjoy watching InternetAjay videos. Sorry for my voice, a little raspy. And this is from TomDark, and it's called InternetAjay is Desperate and Cringy. Now listen, maybe a little cringy, but you know, that's life, brother. You know, I'm a little cringy too. We're all pretty cringy. We're all pretty cringe. But maybe there's valid criticisms. I mean, I don't agree with every video InternetAjay puts out. I think it's a little weird that he calls everything the rise and fall of a particular content creator, even though, like, half the time they haven't fallen or anything. But, you know, you expect a bit of cringiness when anybody makes any YouTube video, I feel, right? All social media influencer people are all cringe, I think, right? I don't know. We're all cringe. I'm not really an influencer, but we're cringe as fuck. Anyway... let's get into this.
It was truly more sus than a character from Among Us.
Yes.
First off, he was accused of sexually abusing
the massive amount of
Hold on. What happened here? I liked the Among Us joke.
egos I've met in the creator space so far is absolutely mind-boggling.
Okay.
If I ever act like that, please slap the shit out of me. Making YouTube videos doesn't make you a god. Your
agree.
audience made you.
Okay.
White women were the most loose, according to Blazing Chris. I feel like that's not a bad thing, though.
What did he? I don't know. What did he even say there?
God. Your audience made you.
White women were the most loose, according to Blazing Chris. I feel like that's not a bad thing, though.
Today I'm doing a video that
What does that mean? What the fuck? This is a bit out of context. Okay.
I don't think a lot of people expected me to make, because it's about someone who is well liked in the community. He has a lot of support from fellow creators, he's good at networking, he's done pretty well for himself. But despite this, I know this video will be saying a lot of things that people are already thinking, but not saying.
Is this what game is this? Is this fucking what's the name of this game? Killing Floor?
So consider this finally ripping the band-aid off to talk about why InternetAjay is extremely cringe. InternetAjay is a growing YouTuber with more than 200.
I think it's InternetAjay. I think that only it's Outlast. Okay, I think it's InternetAjay only because I think I've heard him say his name is InternetAjay. But
250,000 subscribers. He blew up from making a number. InternetAjay is a growing YouTuber with more than 250,000 subscribers. He blew up from making a number of
must have blown up since he made the intro to that.
Rise and fall videos on other YouTubers. This is a genre that has exploded a lot lately on YouTube, with channels like SunnyV2 really picking up some steam. And while I don't title my videos this way, at least a few of the videos on my other channel will probably fit into that category. You detail the career of a public figure, go over their beginning, their high moments, their fall into irrelevance or cringe-worthiness. Pretty normal formula for a video these days. Now, I don't necessarily have an issue with this kind of content in general, or really any kind of content, because there will be good or bad people in any genre. And honestly, I think that it takes a lot for me to call someone's videos bad. Genuinely, I have tried to be less confrontational about content that isn't really for me in the last, little while. I want to be a nice guy, okay? I want to be an affable, kind guy. Today, we're taking a break from that because Ajay's videos are not very good. They're not very well researched, and he constantly gets small details wrong. He makes rise and fall videos on people that are totally undeserving of having a video like that made on them because they haven't had a fall, and his content itself is really, really low effort. This is behind the meme for internet history. He reads
Those are some bold claims. All right.
And had a fall. Makes rise and fall videos on people that are totally undeserving of having a video like that made on them.
Yeah, like I criticize that too, the rise and fall thing. I mean, I guess that's just his shtick. That's his clickbait. So like, I'll give him a pass. But like, I do think it's like, meh. Like I think it's the title's a bit. Well, it's clickbaity, you know. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like Ajay's Boogie video that much. Yeah, true.
Because they haven't had a fall, and his content itself is really, really low effort.
Same. Like, comment, and subscribe for more low effort Papa Gut videos. Based. I gotta remove that from the video. I can't. This is the first time in my entire life I ever unironically said the term based, and I want to jump off a building. That was terrible. You don't think my content's low effort? Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys supporting me, even when you're lying to me.
This is behind the meme for internet history. He reads Wikitubia and a few Reddit posts, and that's basically his videos. I could qualify that statement right now with more nerdy YouTube knowledge and shit like that, but that would require me actually watching more of his videos.
You know, it's one of those things where I wonder, because it's got to be hard to track down pure, decent internet history. Oh, you don't think Ajay's videos are low effort? Okay, well, I thought you were complimenting me, but fuck you. Anyway, just kidding. It's so interesting because I feel like internet history, like with this fucking crazy weird YouTube shit, which is what we're talking about, is so hard to come by correctly, because all of the history is coming through the lens of people who like or dislike a person, like weird people. right? It's always weirdos, okay? Only weirdos talk about YouTube shit, right? It's fucking weird. It's a weird thing to get into. So I feel like it's very easy to like go into the wrong, to get something wrong, because is there actually like a decent, like objective, this is what happened without any commentary on it that anybody can look at? Thank you so much for the sub, Real Samaritan. I appreciate it. 12 months, shit, brother. How you doing?
A process so painful for anyone who knows anything about YouTube, I simply will not subject myself to it until the end of this video. If you already like his videos, right, you're a big Ajay fan, then you probably won't care for whatever I have to say about them anyway. So instead, I'll just talk about why he's a massive cringe lord who wears his desperation for pussy on his sleeve. When you
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta go after your grind, brother. You know what I'm saying? He said Ajay the right time? Nice.
make videos about other people online, you have to be willing to take as much as you give. Sometimes, you will be the one that people are talking about. Ajay straight up cannot handle this and is blatantly obvious by the way he reacts to people's criticism of him on Twitter. So all of this starts with a twitlonger from Ajay, where he describes his experience losing $25,000 to a cryptocurrency scam.
I got robbed. Well, never thought I would be making one of these, but here I am. At first, I wasn't going to talk about this at all, but I decided it was important to raise awareness. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I found out a scammer took $20K from my life savings. I was devastated, confused, and cried for a solid 2 days. Cringe, you know what I'm saying? Crying over lost money? What are you, poor? Luckily, my friends helped. Luckily, my friends helped put things into perspective. Okay.
Scam. It's a very
I would cry too, just so you guys know.
Embarrassing post, and I don't know why he felt the need to make it public. Now, Keemstar, being the little
Wait, what?
cryptocurrency scam. It's a very embarrassing post, and I don't know why he felt the need to make it public. Now,
What's a weird criticism? I mean, like, he just felt like he wanted to vent. Isn't that what a lot of social media is? Just like, oh, I'm upset that I did a bad thing, or that something bad happened to me. Okay.
Keemstar, being the little rascal he is, decided to respond to Ajay by saying, "The rise and fall of your bank account." Now, this is a very
That's actually kind of funny, though. We called him a clown, though. You forgot that part.
Decided to respond to Ajay by saying, "The
rise and fall of your bank account clown." That's kind of funny, though. I mean, like, it's shitty. I could totally understand why, like, Ajay would be upset. Because, like, bro, losing 20 grand, I'd fucking, like, that's a lot of money. But this is kind of funny, though. I mean, it's, like, it's actually pretty funny. The rise and fall of your bank account is very funny.
Rise and fall of your bank account. Now, this is a very mean joke, right? But it's ultimately innocuous. It's not a big deal. Ajay makes rise and fall videos about people all the time. He should be able to take it.
Oh, he's explaining the joke. You're ruining the joke!
But he did not take this well at all. Instead, he played the victim on Twitter, saying, "Keemstars replied to me after I got scammed out of 25,000 USD. I don't feel ashamed or bad. I learned from the dangers of cryptocurrency. If you want to shit on a creator 1/50th of your size for legit getting robbed, go ahead, dude, lol."
I mean, like, listen.
Cryptocurrency.
Here's my thing right here. Like, I think that, like, this is horrible. That's a lot of money. So I would feel like real shit too. And I wouldn't want anybody making a joke at me either. Right? That's the thing, is that a comedy always has to have a victim. So, unfortunately, Ajay's the victim here of Keemstar's comedy. Now, I can, from a disconnected perspective, be like, oh, it's funny. But I could also understand why Ajay would take this poorly. Like, it's not like Ajay, like, I don't know, farted, and someone's like, Ajay, you farted? And then he's like, I fucking hate you, Keemstar! You know, that would have been like, okay, you're being unrealistic. But the dude lost, like, his life savings, which could turn a lot of people to the end of their life. I'm not even joking. And then Keemstar joked about it. Whatever. I'm not even criticizing the joke because it was kind of funny. And then, but now we're giving Ajay shit for this. Isn't really like a decent representation of him taking criticism poorly. This is like a guy who probably was like super stressed out about it. So like, I can be okay with the joke from Keemstar by also saying like, yeah, this is justifiable for him to get fucking upset. Like, of course it's going to make you upset. Bro, if I lost all my money, I would be on the fucking floor crying too. Are you kidding? That's devastating. That's horrible. I would fucking be so sad. And like, yeah, I would hate anybody who made the joke about me. Okay? From my own perspective. And I totally get it. I mean, you wouldn't post on the internet that you lost 25K? Me neither, bro. I wouldn't be posting on the internet anymore. I would just go fucking take a long walk off a short fucking cliff.
If you want to shit on a creator 1/50th of your size for legit getting robbed,
I don't like that though. Like the whole like, oh, I'm smaller than you, like, because the subtext there is like, oh, you're bullying a small creator. I think that's kind of like unrealistic thing. Like, I think that's a kind of shitty narrative to be like, oh, you're a bigger creator than me, you're just bullying me. And even the reverse would be like, oh, what the hell was I gonna say? oh, you're like a small creator, like I don't have to listen to you kind of thing. You know what I mean? But other than overall, like I think it's fine.
Go ahead, dude, lol. Firstly, the size of your channel should have nothing to do with Keemstar making fun of you. You post stuff online about other creators and make videos about their rise and fall. People can make fun of you back. People can criticize you back. You don't get to escape this because, oh, the big bad Keemstar. Stop being a pussy. Secondly, if you're not ashamed of losing $25,000, then there is something very, very wrong with you. Like, I read your Twitlonger, and from judging it, it did not teach you the dangers of cryptocurrency. The way that you lost this money is by downloading a weird, sketchy app that took 3 days to download, and then asking people on Reddit for how to get your—
Basically, I had a 25K US of cryptocurrency on my phone in a wallet called Atomic Wallet. I new to crypto, was recommended another wallet called Moon Wallet by a friend. I went to download it for Android. Link below. Do not click it. Oddly, it took 3 days to download, which was weird because the Atomic took 2 minutes. At first, everything was okay because my money was currently unavailable for withdrawal. It was being unstaked. Staked means you put it into a staking pool to collect interest. It can't be withdrawn while staked. If you unstake, it takes 2 weeks before you can withdraw. I had unstaked it 2 weeks ago, and it was going to be available for withdrawal the day after I found out Elon Musk was going to be hosting SNL. Perfect. I thought I was going to buy Dogecoin. It was 31 cents at the time, and I knew it was going to go up. I stayed up all night waiting for the moment my funds would be unstaked so I could buy the Dogecoin. Am I saying that right? Okay. Then it became available. I clicked withdraw funds and put into my address in the wallet. But before I could hit send, it's suddenly gone. Someone had withdrawn my funds a split second faster than I could have. I contacted Atomic Support and posted on Reddit about the issue. I later found out that somebody had gotten access to my account and transferred money to their wallet. I tracked it and saw it went to like 4 to 6 different wallets and then was withdrawn. This I knew was a sign of a scam. I didn't accidentally get delivered to somebody. It didn't get accidentally delivered to somebody. I didn't accidentally put in the wrong address to withdraw it. I saw some ordinary gamers video that talked about how this was how scammers operated crypto trackable, but it's not stoppable. How scammers operate as crypto trackable, but not stoppable.
Your money, and then you ended up putting more money into this scam and losing it. Like, this is not—
Hold on, I want to read the rest of that.
And then asking people on Reddit for how to get your money, and then you ended up putting more money into this scam and losing it.
I couldn't cancel transaction, couldn't do anything. 25K was gone. I cried. I was angry. I didn't understand. It took me days to realize what happened. I was a dumbass. I was afraid of losing the 12 words of my Atomic Wallet. The 12 words are a specific set of words that the Atomic Wallet gives you so you can recover your wallet if you lost your phone. Well, I was afraid of losing 25K, so...
Like, this is—
all right, we get the basis of it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It seems like he fucked up, and then he's like, oh, fucked up, and he tried to use it as a learning moment.
This is not about the dangers of cryptocurrency. This is a lesson about the dangers of your own dumbassery. Don't you think there was like a red flag when this app took 3 days to download? Keemstar continued to meme Ajay for this, to which some people were—
hey, boomer logic, you know what I'm saying, dude? Somebody called and told me that I have a virus on my computer. I got to give them $5,000 worth of Google cards, you know?
like, hey, why are you so mad at Ajay? Well, as Keem said, I think the reason he was mad is because Ajay made a video about him that was really bad, had a bunch of inaccuracies, and didn't accurately portray his career.
I mean, it's possible that Keemstar's career is insane. Oh, so wait, are we adding motive now? So are we saying that Keemstar was being a dick to Ajay because he didn't like the video he made about him or something? Okay.
It's because Ajay made a video about him that was really bad, had a bunch of inaccuracies, and didn't accurately portray his career. This is not a good rise and fall video. At the time that this video came out, Keemstar—
I mean, listen, impossible. Kit Booga. Yeah, the Kit Booga's cool, man. I watch him sometimes.
hadn't really fallen. Ajay then continued to post about his losses from investing his life
Okay, putting $1,000 in now. Is it worth to buy Doge now? Think of putting $1,000.
Okay. savings into degenerate, worthless coins over the next few weeks. Some are talking about my L with Doge as if I made the worst decision ever. At least I talk about my losses publicly on Twitter. 2, I got greedy and didn't sell at 71 cents. 3, I lost about 2K of the 16K I put in. That's not that big in investment terms.
That's a lot for I'd fucking cry.
Life moved on. Imagine investing $16,000 in fucking Dogecoin, like, and actually thinking you're gonna get a return off of this, and when you lose, you're like, oh, geez, this is crazy. I guess this is the dangers of cryptocurrency. What a responsible—
I think it's the dangers of investing.
Financial decision. I'm thankful that whatever he earns from his videos will be instantly squandered on this fake cancer. And he opens the tweet as if he's about to own everyone. He's like, guys, some people are saying I made the worst decision ever. Well, anyway, I'm a greedy bastard, and I lost $2,000. Sorry, maybe we should add that $2,000 to the $25,000 he already lost. Why would you want to make this public when this happens to you? I don't understand. But this is not the only instance of this, okay? Ajay gets sensitive a lot on Twitter. Ajay responded to a content creator called Sneeko making fun of his outfit.
Okay, hold on. We're going too fast.
Okay, Ajay gets sensitive a lot on Twitter. Ajay—
bro, this is a fire pick, but you look like you came home from a shift at Papa John's. What's wrong with that?
responded to a content creator called Sneeko making fun of his outfit. I then responded with—
you didn't go to VidCon and no one loves you.
something kind of ridiculous, saying that no one loves him and he didn't go to VidCon. So I poked a little bit of fun at him for it, right? He then responded by saying, didn't you get canceled for saying the N-word? How's that going for you?
That's always like a... I mean, like, honestly, I think a lot of these like commentary people, they always just they're very edgy. I didn't realize this. I've been learning that lately. They're incredibly edgy. It is a cringe response though. Yeah, true.
Really? You had to go there, Ajay. I triggered you that bad. Like, do you think this is like a massive own to me? Do you think I'm gonna cry over this? Pushing aside the fact that—
I mean, I'd get upset if I got canceled over being racist, but you know, because you don't want to. You gotta police yourself better, but what the fuck?
this was out of left field. It's going pretty good, to be honest. I can't complain right now. But to me, it is kind of weird that Ajay was so easily just set off and triggered by this one reply, where I thought it was kind of obvious that I was joking. But maybe—
well, maybe he just didn't. I mean, like, on all honesty, no offense, maybe he just didn't respect you for being racist. I don't know. And so, like, he saw your response, like, I fucking hate this guy. You know what I mean? Like, if I put something on there, he probably doesn't know who I am. I was just like, oh, you look like shit or something. He probably wouldn't be like, he probably would just ignore me because I'm a nobody. But he might just not respect you. And I'm not saying I don't, because I don't really know who you are, and that's not like an offense to you. I'm not super educated on people. But maybe he just didn't respect you, and he's like, oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. You know, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe you're not convinced by this instance, okay? I assure you, this is not a personal grievance. This is a common thing. Let's look at this next tweet from Ajay. I'm fucking disgusted by creators who tell smaller and aspiring creators filthy lies and discourage them. Don't be stopped by some cuck trying to stop you from taking their job. You can do it. Don't give up. Make that video. Tell me—
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Ajay, who did this to you? Who hurt you? Because I will place a bet for $50 right now. That's some hard-earned YouTube cash, okay? I might not make $50 on this video, considering the amount of cringe content in here. It may get limited ads. I'm betting $50 that this did not happen. You created a fake scenario.
I'm confused. What's happening right now? I'm focused by creators who tell smaller aspiring creators filthy lies. I mean, like, I don't know what he's talking about, but like, I don't think he said that anything ever happened to him. I think he's just trying to be inspiring to smaller content creators and be like, hey, make that video, take that risk. Why are you kink shaming this guy, bro? Fuck.
That does not exist and include audience. This is nothing. Write a perfectly generic happen. You created a fake scenario to virtue signal to your audience.
Maybe.
This is nothing. Write a perfectly generic motivational tweet. Invent a situation that does not exist and include a villain to reinforce the concept.
Maybe, but I feel like there's a lot of shitty content creators out there that will shit on people who they don't feel are as popular or as good as them. And so maybe he was just making that. I mean, maybe he was just bullshitting and just trying to sound like a nice guy, but also I feel like it's not worth that much energy to look into it, but all right.
Click, tweet, and bask in glory. Too true, Tabor. I must agree with you. Tell me, how did Ajay respond to this tweet, okay? How did he decide to go about this? OMG, dude. This isn't generic, nor did I invent a situation. You are clearly bitter that I unfollowed you and literally quote, tweet, and comment negative shit on anything I write. Get a fucking life. This is why no one likes you.
Oh, maybe that's true. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of grown men arguing right now.
He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. I promise you, Ajay, no one cares about your follow that much. You know, we follow each other right now. We're based mutuals, but that may not survive after this video. And I promise you, if it doesn't, I will be able to live with that. But oh well.
Twitter is really weird. People follow each other that they don't like each other. Twitter is fucking cringe, bro.
Well, it's not like anyone likes me. I'm clearly just bitter anyway.
Have it, and like I think everyone remembers their first, but like the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, you just fucking forget. And then at some point it just becomes like a need.
The problem with Ajay is that any tweet he makes that he calls a joke is typically not a joke. Instead, it is a gaze into the psyche of a man who is extremely insecure. One day, he will be the absolute king of women in conquest. He's in a new pussy every day, okay? And oh boy, does he get a lot of it. I mean, he's in them every fucking hour, okay? Women are lined up at his door. And the next day, he's down so hilariously, terribly bad. New weekend routine. Text every girl who didn't reply to me on the dating apps in the last few days. Sup, and hope for a response. Works every now and then, lol. I can't wait until—
It's pretty cringe.
The day my Instagram following is impressive enough that girls actually reply back to my DMs. If you want to make that happen, please follow me here. And boy, do I love a good hate fuck.
I mean, these are definitely cringe. Well, I don't know if they're video worthy, but okay.
And boy, do I love a good hate fuck. Honestly, the only reason I have an Instagram is to slide into the DMs of girls. Currently, it is not working.
That's a little weird, but okay.
Lol. After 11 months on YouTube, not a single girl has reached out to me via DM/Insta/carrier pigeon. Damn, Dave Chappelle was right. If you're pretty, you find out instantly. But if you're ugly, you have to figure that shit out for yourself.
I mean, that is cringe, but it's kind of funny. Okay, like Ajay. Listen, it sounds like Ajay needs to chill on Twitter. Maybe you keep some stuff to yourself, but okay.
Being ugly is so annoying because when I see a hot girl, I just have to say damn and end it there. If I'm too ugly, I might just wear my plaque around my neck and hope it attracts females. Now look.
Did he say that? Hold on.
And end it there. If I'm too ugly, I might just—
I'll help you change that if we ever, sorry, I'll help you change that if we ever hit the bars, whatever, some person tells me she's a good wing woman too. If I'm too ugly, I might just wear my plaque around my neck and hope it attracts females. This guy is super cringe. I will say that.
Just wear my plaque around my neck
Never
and
meet
hope
your
it attracts
heroes.
females. Now look,
This is
Ajay,
cringe as
I'm
fuck.
not going to give you advice on how to sleep with the most girls or something like that. How to be the king of e-girls, okay? How to be the guy on Twitter that quote tweets women randomly and says, I fucked this girl, okay? I can't educate you on that.
No,
Maybe
he
if you want
does.
some more advice on the e-girl economy, you can ask Justin Wang. I think he's pretty knowledgeable. But what I can say is that these tweets are not the way. Every time I see you tweet shit like this, my urge to quote tweet you and just call you an ugly, miserable loser grows stronger. And it's not because you're ugly, InternetAjay. It has nothing to do with that. It's because when you make these tweets, you're begging. You're on your hands and knees begging someone, anyone, to call you attractive. And it is really,
That's kind of true. Okay.
really pathetic. So from now on, when you people see this face, you should not see the face of a man who is making rise and fall videos. You should see a man consumed with insecurity to the point that he will do basically anything for one drop of pussy. Bunty King is not nearly as bad as this. Ajay is on a whole nother level. Bunty's on that literal cuck, okay? Ajay is on that mental cuck. But that isn't all there is, okay? There's a lot more.
People make such a big deal about sex, but it's not that big of a deal. It's a big emotional experience the first time you have it, and like I think everyone remembers their first, but like the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, you just fucking forget.
What the fuck is he even talking about that for? I remember my first time. I lasted a long time because I was so so petrified that I couldn't finish. But what is happening?
And then at some point it just becomes like a need. Like you just need to have sex.
What does this even mean? Like, someone tell me what this is
That's
supposed
a
to
little
mean
cringe.
right now. It just becomes a need. Pussy King need his pussy. A little while ago, Ajay started a show on Twitch where he would get girls on his show to basically like let the audience have a chance to date them. It was kind of a play on the Raj dating shows. And maybe on the
That's weird.
surface, these seemed innocent enough. Basically, he would hire chicks off of this website and they would come on and he would be like, okay, next little freak from my Discord, come on and try to hit.
That's
But,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
No, it doesn't have to be.
I mean, for me, for what I do for a living, take a guess. Nothing to do with computers.
I would have gotten it wrong. I was gonna be like a computer guy, not because he's. I'm totally stereotyping the fuck out of him. I'm sorry. He asked me to guess with no other thing. I mean, you got this guy. He looks like he might do computers, and he's also a nerd. I would have consumed computers as well, or Walmart. The both perfectly respectable, but you know.
I knew it. I was about to say you're some computer guy.
Yeah.
Is that
Same.
racist? Chat, is that racist?
Yeah, a little bit, but that's life, brother. What would you assume I'd do? Probably drive a truck or say fucking racist stuff. I look like you're fucking stereotypical conservative. And if you were like, you Papa God, you look like you hate everybody that's not white. I'd be like, you know what? I don't, but I understand where you're coming from because I look like a fucking redneck piece of shit. So, you know, I get it. I get it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that's just life. That's why everybody avoids me when I'm walking around all the time. All the time. I feel I'm so hyper aware of it. It's so weird. The other day, I went to a walk in a park with my wife, and like I know I look like the kind of guy who people are uncomfortable with. Like I know people avoid me on the street. I'm 6'4". I'm 350 pounds. I have a beard. I'm like bald. Like I look like an intimidating guy, and I get it. So we were walking in the park the other day, and there was like a black family, and like I don't care that they're black, but like I feel like sometimes that black people look at me and they don't like me because I look like I don't like them. So I walked past her and I tried to be as nonchalant as possible. But you guys know that when you're acting nonchalant, you're not actually acting nonchalant. You're acting like a fucking fool. So I just like stare straight ahead and I just walk. And the guy says, "Hey, what's up?" And I go, "Hey!" Like not like aggressive, but I was like I startled myself out of it. And I was like, "Hey," and we just kept walking. I felt like an asshole. But that's how it feels. I'm trying not to be like a weird presence. And then of course you act more weird. It's fucking weird. But like that's life, man. That's just life, bro. I feel so bad. It's so hot in my house. So there's my story.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah.
But if you actually watch these streams, it is abundantly obvious that Jay is enjoying it way too much, okay? He's getting too much of a kick out of watching these dorks in his Discord try to fuck these girls. It is my opinion that this show is actually a desperate attempt to get laid by the girls he invited on. Either that or...
Oh, wait, he's making a show for other people to try to date, like, e-girls? Like, nerds date e-girls? Okay. Like, what And then he thinks that he wants to fuck them. This is a weird video.
He just wants to watch these awkward Discord nerds get on stream with him so that he can feel like superior when they fail in the presence of an e-girl. So he can feel better than them.
Jay? I call you Jay, right?
Ajay.
Ajay found me on ePal. I'm also on ePal.
What the fuck is ePal? Is that one of those websites that you go on to pay girls to hang out with you and play games with you? Is that what that is? Let's look into it. ePal. I spelled pal wrong. With a Q. Yeah, it is. Get carried. Game in real life. Okay. Look at these girls. This is a Decepticon. You know that. You have to look at the way that they pose, you know? So, like, when anybody does, like, a half picture of themselves from, like, a little bit of a top angle, you gotta be I thought this was Destiny. What the fuck? That's creepy. How much does it cost? $2 a game? That's it? That feels like not enough money. That seems like not enough money. $2 a game? Game's like a half an hour. That's like nothing. Why? Oh my god. That's not enough. What else do we got here? Who the fuck are these people? I want to become an ePal. Okay. Alright. Apply for free. Maybe I'll do that later. Okay, anyway.
My ePal name.
I didn't pay her anything. I didn't pay her anything. I didn't pay her anything. I didn't pay her anything.
Okay. He might have just reached out to her, but...
I didn't pay her anything.
There are a lot of cringy episodes of this. I remember watching them when they were around, but sadly he's now removed them all. Thankfully, I managed to get into contact with an experienced hacker who tried really hard to DDoS him, okay? He tried really hard to hack the mainframe of Ajay's brain to get the files from his computer, but unfortunately he failed. So he then used half of the contract money to hire a burglar to break into Ajay's house and beat the fuck out of him, and he also got me 3 of the streams. And they're pretty funny, I'm gonna be honest.
But I've tried so many different formulas and so many ways of doing it that I found ways that work. So I basically optimized myself. Right now my bio is like, oh, I make YouTube videos, and that's a conversation starter. White women were the most loose. I feel like that's not a bad thing.
Sadly, these videos are now gone from Twitch, as is his entire Twitch channel, so, you know, that really sucks.
I mean, yeah, he comes off as like a cringy, like a relationship advice guy. Ooh, I've gotten the formula to fuck girls. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty cringe. What the fuck is content come?
Taking a detour from Pussy King, we're gonna end this video on a note about Ajay's videos. Ajay seems to have the impression that he makes great videos. They're just out of this world and he works so hard and he's really on that grind set. He's a really talented artist, okay?
Where does he say that?
An artisan. The first thing I do after I publish a video isn't take the rest of the day off and relax. It's start working on the next one. Don't be a dick or I'll make a well-researched rise and fall video on you. It hurts to get comments to say my videos are easy to make and commonplace. I literally got off work today, spent all evening writing a script, recorded it, and am now writing a script for the next video. I have taken 0 days off YouTube in 3 months. This shit is non-stop. Well, I think that this comment...
You get as much out of it as you put into it. Also, I would recommend to people to maybe, like, you know, do multiple sources of something, man. You know, like maybe if you have your normal, like Me Cannon does it, or Canyon, how the fuck do you say it? I don't know, but he has like his videos that he makes, and then he does like reaction channel. I think that's a great idea. Like, diversify your bonds, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And from me, Mr. Turkey Tom, or TomDark, whichever you prefer to call me, okay? It may hurt a bit, because I'm gonna be honest, Ajay, your videos are easy to make, and they are commonplace. I've heard a lot of people call them, like, mediocre. Oh, you know, they're not that bad. No, they're fucking bad. They're bad, bad, bad.
I like that dude's videos.
To date, Keemstar is one of the only people to have survived a content cop. However, although he did, his reputation was publicly tarnished for millions to see.
What do you mean, one of the only people to survive a content cop? Who didn't survive? Ricegum, who continued uploading and got millions of views and is
Well, doesn't Ricegum not post anymore?
now like a millionaire from, I don't know, crypto or some shit. Tana Mojo, like, she still pushed past it. Tell me, Ajay, who didn't survive the content cop? Who did it really take out and just destroy? Are you 5 years old and see these things through the lens of like, well, iDubbbz like owned him and then that was it? I mean, his channel just ceased to exist after that because I stopped watching them.
Drama alert. He was also extremely hurt as Leafy was a close friend who supposedly did it as a business decision. Eventually though, things recovered and he continued to gain subscribers as if nothing happened. And in October 2017, he hit 3 million subscribers. The coup de grace to Keem's already damaged reputation occurred in June 2019. For about a year or two prior to that, the YouTuber Etika had multiple mental breakdowns on social media.
Really? That's it? In between the content cop and exposed videos about Keem, there's just nothing? You realize that's like 3 years? Years of time you just skipped over? It's like right to Etika all of a sudden, 2016 to 20...
Well, what else happened? I'm confused about the criticism.
19, nothing happened in there. And once again, like, where is the fall of Keemstar? What?
I guess it seems more like he doesn't like that it's not as comprehensive as it should have been. But it's just like, if I was like, hey, this video is very inaccurate about me, my issue wouldn't be like, oh, you just skipped 3 years of my life like I was Jesus Christ. I'd be like, oh, what you said specifically was bad. And like you said before, you know, the content cop doesn't end people's careers. I guess it doesn't end anybody's careers. I was like, okay, that's a fair criticism, but like, what else? What else do we got? Yeah, you're more annoyed by the lack of nuance in AJ's videos. That's fair. Yeah, he's not super detailed. That's a fair criticism for sure.
What do you consider to be the fall? You make it out like Keemstar fell due to his like heinous actions. Keemstar has been the same guy on YouTube for like 15 years. He has never changed. At his absolute peak in terms of like
that is kind of a bad thing. Like, just fundamentally, everybody should make changes. They don't need to be active, but like, yeah, that's called maturing, but okay.
Actual metrics and views, everyone knew who he was and everyone knew what he had done. And this is how all of Ajay's videos are. They are not well-researched profile pieces. They are extreme.
I think they're decently researched, but like, yeah, there's clickbaity for sure. Like, I get that. I mean, that's what criticism I have as well.
Only brief summaries mixed in with a bunch of things that technically happened without going in depth on any of them or really telling much of a story in general. These are not well written at all. Fair. Like, if I knew literally nothing about YouTube at all, this would probably be interesting. But for anyone who actually does know...
That's like a shot at me, brother. He's funny. That's funny. It's funny because that is me. I am very uneducated on YouTube and I find them interesting. So, you know what? Fair assessment. That's a fair assessment.
Know these stories. It's infuriating to watch. Don't be a dick or I'll make a well-researched rise and fall video on you. You don't know what well-researched means. Fuck off. I can see why it takes like an afternoon to write these videos. Maybe an afternoon to write a video works for other people. Like, I can see even other internet history channels having an easy time doing that because a lot of the time they're like going over one event, right? Take someone like Justin Wang or Wavy Web Surf. Typically, they don't profile the rise and fall of someone's entire career. When they do it, they do it pretty well, but typically they make videos about like one event. And so the writing time for those videos probably isn't super intensive. I would guess that it's probably like, you know, a few hours at most. And that's fine because their scripts do the topic justice. Yours do not. Literally none of the videos on your channel are the definitive video about any of the people you've talked about. There are...
Well, I think that they're meant to be like a short-term summary of like what's going on in a particular person's life for people who don't want to sit down and watch like a 3-hour documentary. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it has its place. I don't think that they're the worst videos. They can definitely use more information, but I don't think that he's trying to make hour-long videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody makes different content. Maybe he just wants to make content that's like, whoa, here's a 20-minute shot of a quick recap on this particular person. Which is like, that's just his content style. So...
or better alternatives to any of them. They are rushed and they are poorly written. You don't give a shit about any of the stuff you make videos on, or if you do, you certainly don't act like it because of how often you pump them out. And honestly, I wouldn't even care if you didn't bloviate so much about it on Twitter. Like, you're just begging for this video that I'm making right now to be made. You fucking cry about it every day. Guys, it hurts to make my videos so much. I'm like a slave to YouTube and everyone's so mean to me. Like, I work so hard, guys. I'm really on the grind set. Make better videos. I don't care.
Let's get some pussy tonight.
I'm gonna play a clip now from a guy that made a really funny video about Ajay that, you know, honestly, I can't tell if it was created by like a slightly unhinged individual or a troll, but the video is really funny.
Almost everything you say, it seems like you're virtually signaling how good of a person you are by pretending you are irritated by non-issues. You also slyly try to get girls in your DMs. I suggest that you read
I mean, like, sometimes at the end of some of Ajay's videos, I'll watch and I'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, he'll give like advice, and sometimes the advice is like ridiculous and like really like presumptuous. I'll be like, why are you giving people advice like this? This is weird. Like, it just feels like a bit condescending for sure. I still like it, Ajay. I mean, you could pick apart anybody and find the negatives about him. But, like, yeah, I could see where some of this criticism is coming from.
Self-help books or Steve Jobs' biography to become more creatively pure. And so you can avoid becoming the sellout that so many other creators have become. I wish InternetAjay the best of luck. And maybe he should consider going to a sex therapist so that he can control his sexual impulses on Twitter. As we
like that's the kind of style that Ajay would do. It's like, oh, I wish this person the best of luck. And maybe if they want people to like them more, they'll stop digging into their asshole and pulling shit out. Smelling it.
No, if sex impulses are left unchecked, it can lead to heinous crimes.
Ajay makes a living off of documenting people's rise and falls. He makes a living off of calling them out. He shouldn't be surprised that sometimes people are going to disagree with that. He shouldn't be shocked that when he posts his own L, people will hold it to his forehead. He should stop these pathetic cuck tweets about how he's so ugly and just wants girls to like him. You're fucking 46 years old. Stop this.
No, he's not 46. He's like 31. I find it so weird when people will do that. I just find it weird when people are like, oh, well, you're like a million years old. But it's like, well, the guy's like 30. I'm pretty sure I read he was like 31. I can't find his fucking age, of course. Yeah, he's 31 years old. I just always find it so weird when people are like, oh, like this guy's like 46. I mean, you're already old, 31. I just find it so weird. The age thing is so bizarre. It's like when you have like nothing else left, you're like, oh, you're old. Like, okay.
If not for your sake, for the sake of the people who have to see them and physically cringe at all of these posts. Enough is enough. It's time to stop. If you're gonna keep making low-effort cringe videos for money, then whatever, you know. I do gameplay videos on this channel. Look at this shit. There's literally gameplay footage because I can't be fucked to put any actual effort into editing this video about you. But, I don't pretend that they're amazing artwork, okay? This is popcorn. What you do is lazy, half-ass videos that are a list of, like, facts, I guess.
It's kind of funny though, because I remember Keemstar's biggest thing was like he was talking about how hard his job is, and it's not. His job is very easy. He's like, it's 24/7 this end. I was like, no, it's not. That's why he got upset with me. Keemstar was upset with me. But this video agrees with me. Like, if you don't think Ajay's videos are particularly difficult, then that means that Keemstar's video and mine are not difficult at all either. It's like weird. I wonder how Keemstar feels about that, because he goes off on a tangent. He's like, it's harder than people think. Probably not. It was a fucking dream job. Okay.
Behind the meme, Michael McCrudden levels are barely passable. And it's only barely passable if you know nothing about the actual subject at hand. Watching some of your videos is so goddamn infuriating. Sorry if this is the first time you're hearing any of this. Maybe you can improve your videos or something. I know I went pretty hard in this video, but, you know, I think you just need to be, like, dick slapped a little bit. Anyway, thanks for videos or something.
Yeah, see, this is what I cringe about when Ajay makes stuff like this.
So goddamn infuriating. Sorry if this is the first time you're hearing any of this. Maybe you can improve your videos or something. I know I went pretty hard in this video, but...
Like, he's like, hey, if Ajay ever watches, I'm sorry I went so hard on you, kind of a thing. Like, that's the Ajay energy I don't like, where it's like, here's a response. Here's what you could do next time. I find it's, like, so fucking weird.
You know, I think you just need to be, like, dick slapped a little bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a dislike if you disliked the video. Aww. And be sure to leave a comment down below giving me, Tom, the guy, your thoughts. And now for a special performance by yours truly, TomDark. I call this one Pussy King. Credit to the band I stole.
Great. Fun stuff. Oh, okay. That's fair. I mean, personally, I feel like some of that was just like ridiculous, but also, there definitely is some cringe aspects to Ajay. The video is a little extra, but you know, speak your truth, brother. Speak your truth, brother.